Hello, guys. Hope you're doing well. This is TJ, and you're listening to Beyond the Ring podcast. And welcome to my Slammiversery pay per view review. This pay per view is so fantastic, man. I didn't thought about that going into this pay per view, watching this pay per view. I would be enjoying and I would be excellent or something. But man, the crowd, the especially the crowd, made it a lot of difference. They were so excited, man. They were just so excited. I mean, I would say this was better than Ring of Honor Best in the World show. That had a lot of wrestling. This had also the lot of wrestling, 7 to 8 matches, but it didn't felt like a board or something. It actually made some interesting things, returns and all, and the matches were so quality matches, solid and good matches that we saw here. Nothing very excellent, I would say, but still it was great to watch. Very solid matches, and Impact is I mean, they're always good at wrestling, so they always have above average card, but they put on over a very good show. And this is one of the pay-per-view that Impact had that was so good than last two pay-per-views or something. And even Rebellion, I would say that was built upon only the Rich Swann match, and then there was Under Siege, and then there was Hard to Kill, I guess. Yeah, so but I didn't think about this would be surprising those kind of pay-per-views, but it really did, and it was so good. And we get into this review then. So this we began with the pre-show, and I didn't watch the pre-show match, and this was for the Impact's knockout tag titles, and Kiera Hogan and Tasha Steelz defended their titles against Havoc and Rosemary. And my expectation was the Fire and Flavor would be retaining the championship, but it wasn't like that, because I had a thought as well maybe they would be turning this, because like how they were building and they were giving their momentum and all of the presentation and all. I thought about that maybe this creepy girls would be winning the championship, and that what happened actually. And the big power advantage got them, and they got the victory. Havoc, in the ending, we saw Hogan put Havoc in a sleeper, and she no sold it and countered into a tombstone pile driver, and as I see, and scored the victory there. And that was the match. It was a decent match, as I saw the reviews and all. And we get to the main card, and this is when I this is where I started off all the things. And Impact's Slammiversery's main card, and we get to the first of all the X Division Championship match, and this was a Ultimate X match. I mean, so many years before we have seen this great matches and all. And that's I was so excited for it. And the Impact has really done a very good job by introducing this match very first in our opening, and a very good crowd feeding match that was. And it was Josh Alexander, PD Williams, Trey Miguel, Ace Austin, Chris Bay, Rohit Raju, and these were the six guys who were in this Ultimate X match. This match was so much fun, man. This match was fun. This match was entertaining. This match had so much innovative kind of maneuvers. There was a tree kind of thing that they did when one of the competitor actually hold the title, and all of them had some kind of headlock or ankle lock till the into the bottom of the ring actually. And they did it, man. I haven't seen anywhere, and that was fantastic. So Rohit Raju did a lot of stuff by introducing the rope and all, some comedic things, some fun stuff. This was a fun match. I mean, it was so good with moments as well. So definitely I would recommend this whole pay-per-view, but this match you should check this out right away after this review, I would say that. And so great, man. And in the end we saw both. The ending wasn't the way very dramatic or something, because we saw Alexander and Miguel was on the ropes holding, and they finally got the title, and they were just pulling apart the title, and ref didn't ring upon, and they did tell that both have the title, so you cannot ring the bell. And Bay climbed the cables, and then Alexander came from the opposite side. They both hung upside down, traded blows, take the belt down, and they unhooked the belt. And Austin drove and tried to grab the belt, but they pulled it up, and finally, actually, Miguel actually falls down, and that actually. Uh, rang the bell, and that was when they got the victory. When he got the victory, Josh Alexander retained the championship. Giving that victory to Josh Alexander wasn't what I expected. I expected Rohit Raju or Ace Austin get that X Division title, some kind of change that I expected, but. I mean, it isn't a bad decision or something, I would say, because Josh Allen is one of the best technical wrestler, and he represents that X Division title very, very well, and he's one of my favorite champion. Right when he became the X Division champion, actually, so different. He split it off from that tag team from Ethan Page and the North, and one of the best tag team they had. The tag team reign as well speaks about volumes. Josh Alexander really is putting on a great matches, and really working out very, very well. So nothing bad or something, but it was so fun, man. This was a very great effort from everyone in this the sports, and all the cohesion that they had, and all the elements that a pro wrestling needs, and an exhibition superstar needs, and that was all in this one of the best match, I would say, the exhibition match. ult- Ultimately, I would say that. So the after that, we saw broadcast team ran through the rest of the lineup, and Gia Melleris interviewed Don Callis outside of Kenny Omega's locker room. Callis said he was concerned that the main event carries a no DQ stipulation, and Omega is facing a garbage wrestler in Sami Callihan. And Callis said Callahan may be a dangerous man, but Omega is a god. Callis said Callahan will do his worst, but he can't kick out of one winged angel. And Callis said that would be the difference in the match. So normal promo that Callis actually put upon, but it was really emphatic kind of promo, really fierce promo that Callis had. And Callis is one of the best talker, I would say that. I'm not just having this one promo. I mean, people say it's not very good or something. Some people say that I'm not feeling like that. He's one of the he's a very good manager. Certainly, we cannot compare with Paul Heyman or something, but he's good in his own thing, and is doing his very best job. And we get to a video package add on the build up to the mixed tag team match, and Matt Cardona had the mystery partner, and Brian Myers and Tenel Dashun. So this was a one day build up just to have a surprise kind of match, one of the surprise mystery partner match. And this was pretty much confirmed that they actually teased it several times, and this was Hot Mess Chelsea Green, and this was a really fun match. Chelsea Green's return, and how she was in Impact before, so lots of history there. So it was this was a good fun match, I would say. A live crowd, a pleasing match, a crowd feeder match again, and crowd was so excited for every match, I would say. I think it was only the tag team match, the four-way tag team match, that sometimes crowd wasn't into it, but it got into high gear in the end, I would say. And in the end of this match, Green performed Canadian Destroyer and Myers. It's a full of moment kind of match. Crowd reacted very well. Cardona performed a flip dive on Myers, and man, the crowd makes the match a so difference, man. And especially, this wasn't a very big arena or something. This was on the same Skyway studio, so it was a really good environment to see all the things played out, and the presentation was all the more very fantastic. And flip a dive, Cardano actually flipped dives on Myers and beat on the floor. Dash veteran for an unpretty on Green, and escaped and low blowed her as well. So that's a thing that we don't see often. Women's having low blows thing, and Green followed with an unprettier and scored the victory. And really good match, really good fun match, I would say. Crowd feeding match. And we get to the next match, W Morrissey versus Eddie Edwards. And I mean, I was not very excited to see this match. I was kind of sure that W Morrissey would be getting the victory, but man, they really did. The reaction that Eddie Edwards got was so good, man. I mean, we know that Eddie Edwards and this Chris Sabin and all, they are the Impact faithful guys, and they have been with Impact for so many years. So Impact fans knows that, and he was the reaction that they got, the vision that he got was so good. First of all, and the match itself really told a very good story. Eddie Edwards had a really baby face character that he displayed, and focusing upon focusing upon the speed that he possesses. W Morrissey with his usual power advantage that he had. So really good story they told about, and had a really good had a very good time that they gave into this match. And Edwards, proving that Edwards is the heart and soul of the company. So that was a Crowley story actually. And Edwards in the end performed a Blue Thunder bomb on Morrissey for a near fall. Edwards set up for his finisher, but Morrissey pulled the referee in front of him, and Morrissey runs the ropes and hit a big boot that led to a near fall. And Morrissey set up for a power bomb, but Edwards countered into a pin for a 2 count. Edwards is the Boston Knee Party, which sent Morrison to ringside. Morrissey at ringside. Morrissey pulled the chain out of his boot and hit Edwards with it, while ref wasn't paying attention, and Morrissey returned to the ring and power bombed Eddie Edwards before pinning him. So that was the this match, a really good match. I mean, I didn't expect that this match would be so good, but Eddie Edwards and W Morrissey really told a really good story. But I expected that maybe Edwards could be getting the victory, but it wasn't like that. I mean, I'm very sure that he's being built up for that main title push. I'm seeing him as one of the contenders for the Impact World Championship going forward. So really babyface, really crowd was very fun to listen. And we get to I mean, this was a pretty good match in the end, I would say that. And we say a pre-tamed Moose promo ad. He spoke about facing Chris Sabin and said he would face the consequences. A video ad with someone destroying a long-lived the Drama King poster. And post that, GML interviewed fan named Miguel, who won a super fan contest. And we get to another segment where Madman Fulton and Mahabali Shera made their entrance to cut the fan interview short. Scott Demore's entrance music played, and he walked on the stage. Demore played to the fans by saying he was happy to see them back in the Impact Zone, and Demore assumed that Fulton and Shera was ready for action, and then introduced their opponents to kind of an impromptu match there. Just it was nothing, it was short, so glad it was not didn't take time a lot. Juice Robinson and David Finlay is finally back, and they actually faced off against Matt and Fulton and Mahabali Shera, and it was just having that return momentum. Robinson and David Finlay beat Madman Fulton as Robinson and Finlay went over, had that had their finishers, and yeah so that had their finishers and finished them, beat Madman Fulton, Mahabari Shira. Nothing to say about. Video package set up by the Moose and Chris Sabin match was aired then, and we get to the next match, Moose versus Chris Sabin. I mean, when I was going through this match, when I did the prediction for Slammiversery, I did told about that I wasn't excited for this match because how Moose is getting booked. I mean, he was in this Impact Championship match, but really I don't think I wasn't waiting for the rematch, Moose versus Kenny Omega. Really, I wasn't waiting for that, but still they could have turned it for some kind of special guest referee. But after this pay-per-view, I don't have any problems, but because how because of how this pay-per-view was. But that's all the past that I've told. But I'm telling this now because I have watched this match was so good. I mean, so good. I mean, apart from the main event and the exhibition match, this match would be I mean, fantastic match. I mean, a really very good match, I would say. And Sabin is a future Hall of Famer. They really did Sabin as the Impact faithful again, just like Eddie Edwards. And the story was well told because Sabin was the one who got attacked by Moose after the match and under siege. So he really actually the story needs that victory for Chris Sabin. So this was not a very long match. This was a 12 minutes match. A very I mean, very good match. Some of the moments most looked dominant, and Moose was having the advantage on Chris Sabin. Plus, Chris Sabin actually took the speed route and the and the focusing on the body parts. That story always have so much effect when you are a small guy and a big guy comes up you. And Sabin eventually had performed a tornado DDT for a near fall, and that was great. Moose got Sabin on the ropes and performed a fall away moonsault slam, and that was a holy shit moment. There was a many holy shit chants moments that was that was there, and that was the only chants that fans were having when some surprising or some mind-boggling things happens. And Sabin rolled to the floor, and that was fantastic moves by Moose having that fall away moonsault slam. And the broadcast team then have Moose being able to move at a size, Moose ragdoll Sabin into the barricade. That was a good heat for Moose as well, multiple times. And Sabin wasn't looking good, and I was kind of sure that Moose would be getting the victory. But Chris Sabin rolled him up and get the upset win and defeated Moose, one of the former TNA champion and one of the last challenger for Kenny Omega. So Chris Sabin is also one of the competitor, I would say, for the contendership for the Impact Championship. And they did really did tell as well he would be into this contenders championship for sure. They did really competitors did tell as well. So that was this match, a really very good match. I mean, yeah, after the exhibition match, certainly I would say this was a great match, great match. So enjoyed it, man. And tell your thoughts as well. How you enjoyed this match? I mean, what are your thoughts on this match? And that really did elevate Sabin as well as a top star again. So maybe he would be coming to that again when he became the world champion back in 2015-16 era, I would say. Yeah, we get to the tag team situation. The tag team titles are on the line as Violent by Design, the champions, defense against Rich Swann and Willie Mack. Falaban, No Way Jose, as No Way Jose. His name is No Way here, and he returns as I don't know why TJP wasn't there, but I think so he's injured or something. I didn't read about any news or something about him, but. And so it was a mystery partner again. So No Way comes up, and no, it was a really fun crowd. Did really enjoyed it. The whole party comes up just there, like dancing and all. And Willie Mack and Rich Swann were dancing as well when Falab and No Way were kind of dancing together as well. And Good Brothers comes up, Doc Gallows and Carl Anderson, and these were the four teams. And who were in the four-way match for the Impact Tag titles. And my prediction was Good Brothers, and that was it. And Good Brothers won this match because it's all the momentum are going with this Elite group and the Bullet Club group. So I thought about that putting on this belt would be. Putting on the belt on them would be good, and I'm kind of unsure if they would be getting the victory on Good Brothers in tag team turbulence, as well as New Japan is running that strong tournament, tag team turbulence tournament. So it's really doubtful that maybe they would be getting a victory or something, but let's see how that would be going. But this match overall was a mixed bag, I would say. Two-part kind of match where the first part wasn't very exciting. Holds, counter holds, lot of control segments, that control segments, or the show or the match structure. That was the first half was not very good, as it was mostly controlled by Good Brothers, Carl Anderson having tags on Doc Gallo, controlling Rich Swann, and not getting tag on Willie Mack. So Violent by Design didn't work a lot or something. They really barely did a work in the finish or something, when they had a face off Doring and the Dog Gallows face off, and big man versus big man. They should do that, so they did it, and it was that. And we also had a moment where Doring dumped Swan and Mac to ringside. Rhino tagged in and he was going for the gore. Fans were chanting gore, 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 and but Gallows distracted the referee while Anderson performed a cutter on Rhino out of nowhere. And Good Brothers hit the magic killer on Rhino. And I don't know why Violent British and what they were doing. I think his one of the friends got attacked, so they were checking on him. So kind of a lame distraction there, but still it is what it is. I mean, I'm not so very angry or something that Good Brothers got the victory. I'm not hateful of Good Brothers. I like the tag team. They are really very good tag team. So Good Brothers, they're a really strong tag team. So it's a good decision by Impact Wrestling. I would say that Good Brothers got the victory here, and so in the end, actually it really got into a fun element, so that actually saved this match into some kind of pretty good level, I would say. Good fun match, I would say. And yeah, especially the Nove's entrance and all the funny stuff and all, that was good. And Nove also had some moments as well here. Yeah, so that was it, and we get to the some serious stuffs, as Kenny Omega and his various titles were shown inside his locker room. Then a separate shot ahead of Sami Callihan, a video package, and spotlight our knockout champion Diana Porrazzo. And we also were shown Alicia Zepetla of Invicta FC, one of the MMA program that they have on the network. So kind of advertisement there. And we get to the match. Eighth match, that was Diana Porrazzo versus the mystery partner for the knockout championship. So this Gail Kim comes out the last 2 weeks before something, and she did tell to Diana Perez that you would be having a challenge, mystery challenger, and you should be prepared. And your world, our world will change, and your world will change as well. So I was expecting Chelsea Green, but then that got away because the tag team situation. So that got confirmed there, and then there was the Iconics and all, but. It was really surprising. I didn't think about it. Was Thunder Rosa, La Mera Mera, yeah, La Mera Mera Thunder Rosa. So that was it, and fans really got a great ovation for Thunder Rosa, and really one of the best women's wrestler, I would say, right now. Like comparing with Bailey, Sasha Banks, and all, you can certainly have Thunder Rosa on that list in the modern women's best wrestler. I would say that she's really good. Mix of the character that she portrays, as well as the wrestling technical knowledge that she has, and the fierce ability that she possesses. And that's so much things that one wrestler possesses. So that's all the package that she is. So one of the best match, man. I would say the Execution match, the Chris Sabin Moose match, and then I would say this match. This match was so good, man. This match was a wrestling classic. I mean, wrestling class, I would say, not a classic, wrestling class match. I would say this, as they really worked out a good technical wrestling, back pound for pound, back and forth matchup. I mean, I'm the better wrestler. I'm the better wrestler, kind of thing. And really, I mean, fans were chanting Virtuosa Thunder Rosa, Virtuosa Thunder Rosa. That's all the chants that were going on. And Purasa came back. Purasa came back with a Fujiwara armbar, but Rosa countered into a rear neck choke, and Purasa flipped Rosa over and reapplied the armbar. Rosa escaped, but Purasa slammed her down and covered her for a 2 count. And in the end, we saw a palm strike by Rosa. Rosa pushed her off and performed a double stomp to the back, and it was Purasa and Rosa traded strikes. Purasa knocked Rosa down with a kick. Rosa got up and returned the favor with a kick of her own, then set up for a thunder driver. But Purasa countered the pin into a pin for a near fall. Purasa hits a Queen's Gambit pile driver and scored the victory. So kind of a very quick victory at that moment, I would say. She didn't. I thought about the. She should have kicked out that one finisher or something, and have that dragged upon some 2 minutes or something, and then got the victory. I thought about that. Just having, I mean, just doing the job. Thunder Rosa. I mean, I do know that Thunder Rosa is NWA, so she's just for the one challenge, I think so. So many superstar, I would say. I don't know if they had signed the deal with Impact Wrestling. I don't know that. I would have to check on that. So Diana Perez defeated Thunder Rosa in a great instant classic match, I would say. A really fun quick wrestling class match, I would say, between Thunder Rosa and Diana Purrazzo. And this was really one of the, I mean, not I would say, no, I would say that I would not say that This was a very, really, really big dream match. I would say some fans would have thought about Thunder Rosa and Dionysus spitting against each other. So this was kind of a dream match that they had, and really, really good. Really worked it very, very well. And after the match, it got interesting. Perazzo took the mic before she could speak. Mickey James hardcore country music hits, and fans got erupted. And James said it was good to be in front of live audience again. So Mickey James is back. So I know that Mickey James, she said that she isn't here just to, I mean, you are not. Take the moment or something. She's here to, as I am the representative of NW Empower. So she's kind of inviting her for NW Empower pay-per-view, which is on August 27th, I guess. So she Thunder Rosa, Diana Perazzo didn't liked it, and she slapped, I think so, yeah. Yeah, Perazzo said every company wants her on the show. She said James claims to respect her, but she didn't respect her enough to let her have a moment on the show. And Perazzo told James to get the hell out, and James actually slapped her, and that kind of had the disrespect on Mickey James, and Mickey James got that chick kick and super kicking her. So uh, that was this segment. Mickey James coming back, really, really fun moments they actually put upon the returns and all, and that really did this pay-per-view moving on. Fun, surprising things were coming, and the major surprise was still waiting, man. I was thinking like it's over, man. Just we have now the main event, and that's it. It's a no DQ main event, and it was different as well, main event. And uh, so uh, so that was this flurry of debuts, returns, surprise things that happened, and we get to the broadcast team hypes up Impact Homecoming for July 31st, and they also set up a video package that announced that next time the pay-per-view would be Born to Glory on Saturday, October 23rd in Las Vegas. The AEW, AAA, and NJPW logos are they have been shown. I'm so excited, man. Maybe these brands and all these man superstars will be coming, and it has positive and negative. I would say that sometimes Impact benefits, sometimes we say that Impact is not benefit. But this Forbidden Door Open is so much getting better for Impact Wrestling till now, I would say that, and it's so much different. It was really very, very great pay per view. Like if you could compare last year's Slammiversery or something, it was really a good, very good change and fresh air of breather for Impact Wrestling and whole the wrestling community. I really thought about that. Maybe WWE guys, please do something. You have some Forbidden Door open against another other promotion or something. Is there any left American promotion that would be joining with WWE? I don't think so, because already they have joined with all the other things. So I thought about that. Maybe WWE guys would be coming to Impact or something. That's not happening. I would say that. I don't know why they don't do. I don't know. Anyways, getting into the main event, before that we got a good history video package, and that really set up the main event. And Kenny Omega with Don Callis, Sami Callihan in a no DQ match for the Impact World Championship. This match was a bloodbath. For one word, I would say that, because introduction and all, it was top notch. Just how they do and all, and how Don Callis says he's one of the greatest pro wrestler you have seen, and greater than Hickensmith and all. Add the Strangler and all, how he says. And but this match, man, was so brutal. It's not the style that Impact actually followed. I don't think so. They have did this before or something. This is so much disturbing element that was there. I don't think so. There was so many child or something there, but it really did got very, very nasty sometimes. So that's my opinion. But really enjoyable, fun, and really had not a moment that I thought about the man, get this over with kind of thing, which I had in some main events of Kenny Omega. I am predictable that Kenny Omega is gonna win. Even though Kenny Omega was gonna win this match, I had a little thought that maybe guys, maybe that long reign would be coming to an end, and because Kenny Omega is having his health issues and all, maybe he would be dropping this title. But it was not, man. Kenny Omega retained this title, and it was very good. We saw Death Valley Driver Callahan performing the trash cans, the chairs, and all the things that all the trash weapons, and the on and the moonsault on the Callahan's ankle. That was great, and that was not meant to be. That was going to be a moonsault onto the gut, actually onto the chest, but that actually misdirected. Omega actually misdirected him, and Callis left the broadcast briefly and taunted Callahan before returning. I used the fork to dig into Callahan's forehead, and it was Callahan actually in the beginning, right out of the bat. He used that cutter, and the match actually began like in a with so much fast actually. And as he was introducing Kenny Omega, he attacked Callahan, attacked and performed that spike pile driver. And I thought about that this would be a finish or something, kind of shocking, but it was not. So that was right out of the bat. That was so good, and Omega showed a bloody fork to one of the cameras at the ringside. So much movement, a double storm from the apron. Yusak chant was going on. Callis said he liked it better without fans because fans are chanting for Sammy Callahan actually. So commentary was also fantastic by Don Callis. Great job by Callis, I would say. Uh, Omega set up a table at ringside and set up Callahan on the apron. Callahan blocked his suplex attempt. Callahan bit the Omega's head, and Omega and Callahan traded strikes on the apron. They were standing on the table, and Omega really thought about that. Maybe that weight could not be. I mean, it could be destroyed or something. So he did put his one leg on the apron, and Callahan ended up bombing Omega onto the board in the corner, and onto the barbed wire chair, onto the table as well. So I mean, a spike pile driver onto the table as well. So so much things that were going on. So much spots that were there. I mean, a ref bump as well was there. Our V trigger was also there, where they actually have the thumbtacks and all introduced, and driving that spike driver onto the thumbtacks by Callahan, and having power bomb by Omega, and having that V trigger by having pierced into his knee and getting that V trigger. So some kind of innovative things, and having the force feeding the thumbtacks onto her mouth, and then hitting the V trigger to just to bleed out the mouth. So that was nasty, and disturbing things that was there. But it was so fun, man. And I haven't seen in near future or something like this. I mean, near time out, something like this kind of main event in a no DQ situation. I would say this was a kind of death match style that they followed, and I don't know how the fans actually reacted. I mean, they really did well received the thing, but I mean, we would see the after effect of this thing and all the analysis on all by YouTubers and all. We'll see how was that, but this was so much fun. And in the end, we saw Omega actually knelt on the tags and then hit Callahan with a V trigger. Omega covered Callahan for a near fall. Omega shoved tags in Callahan's mouth. Another V trigger followed with a one winged angel onto the tags and scored the pinfall victory. And Kenny Omega defeated Sami Callahan in a no DQ match at 27 minutes and 45 seconds. So that was didn't really felt like 27 minutes, man. It really didn't felt like it was so good. I mean, as a wrestling match, certainly not. It was not wrestling. It was death match kind of style. I'm not into it, but sometimes it's fun to watch, and they did really work very well. And I was some kind of disturbed looking on how they were doing these things, but that's kind of the story that was, because that story was well played, told there, as Sami Callihan wants to bring that Impact title to the Impact roster. That's what he was going for, and really did tried very well, but came up short, and it really didn't have any interference or something. So that was good, man. I mean, yeah. So after the match, we saw Good Brothers came out. I mean, I would say that I am not a fan of these kind of death matches. Certainly, I am more into the technical wrestling part, and like Biano Purazo Thunder Rosa match, that kind of match, Chris Sabin moves kind of matches. I'm not into this kind of matches, but the main event was really different that I didn't expected, and was very fun, entertaining. Great, I would say. Overall, this show was fantastic, man. And before ending that, there was a surprise that we didn't actually think about, and Good Brothers came out and joined Callis in celebrating with Omega. They all made the too sweet gesture, and the lights goes out, and the Bullet Club logo appeared on the screen, and then we got Switchblades, Jay White's music hits, and man, I mean, this was a moment where I felt like so much things, opportunities that Impact have to have from AEW, from Impact, from NWA, even Ring of Honor as well. So good. I mean, WWE is in the major disadvantage, man. They should have struck a deal with one of the promotions or something. They really didn't do that, and they are on the disadvantage at that point, and they really are just have that opportunity of uh, their own roster, and that's it at the NXT. So again, Switchblade Jay White made his entrance with the never open weight championship right out of the bat. We know that who Jay White is. He's the leader of the Bullet Club, and Callis and Omega threw up the two sweet sign because they are all the elite Bullet Club, all the same. And before White could respond, he didn't. He reluctantly stands there, and I thought about he would be going to attack, but Impact graphic appeared. Someone got ran into the ring, but it was unclear who it was. But it was a very abrupt ending. I mean, some fans were like that. They really cut the feed so quickly. Did really didn't really good looked well actually. But I would say it was one of the best ending, I would say. Like having that surprise, having that waiting period, that what's gonna happen, what's gonna happen in Impact's next TV weekly show, and who is that, and why, I mean, why did uh, uh, I mean, this Jay White didn't put have the that too sweet sign, didn't actually join, and I mean, that was so many questions that they had. Even though we back in the mind we know that this is going to be going this route, but they really got that kind of what gonna happen, that kind of reaction that we have. So this was an excellent show, I would say. I really enjoyed this very well in wrestling aspect as well, and I really did put this show very well in terms of surprise and returns, and so many returns actually. I didn't really expect actually this much return, and this actually have my expectation for Money in the Bank way too much right now, because I know that WWE doesn't compete with others, but we know that how we know that the competition is going on and all, but yeah, wrestling fans always watches Impact, AEW, and all the things are now kind of must watchable because this forbidden door is open. So they do know that about that. So they really did need to pull off some surprising things in Money in the Bank. I'm so excited for Money in the Bank. So this was Slammiversery. This is Slammiversery review, and hope you like it. And please tell your thoughts, and what was your favorite match at Slammiversery, and how do you thought about this pay per view, and who's next for the Kenny Omega's challenge. I mean, for the Impact World Championship. I mean, who's gonna challenge? I don't know, man. Who's gonna challenge? Uh, I mean, Jay White maybe, but is Jay White the one? I mean, it's really got interesting. Like, who's kind of the leader or something? That the story is going. So much questions. So we'll see at Impact, then Impact's review. So I'll see you guys in my Money in the Bank review after Money in the Bank pay per view. So much excited for that. And if you have not checked out my Money in the Bank prediction video, please check out that as well. I actually made that video yesterday, so please, you have missed about that, please check out that. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, be safe, stay energetic, peace.